Hey folks, Jaxzyn here, and I'm currently in a pretty hot area. As you can obviously see, I'm actually at Black Rock Mountain. Pretty straightforward. You're gonna make your way over. We're gonna go check it out. When you get down, come essentially down below the ring where you get to the other raid and dungeon entrances. Come on down here, you'll find Lothos Rift Waker. Essentially, he'll have a quest for you for attunement to the core, and you'll want to speak about that. The other component is looking to transport you directly to the Molten Core. We make a quick jump there. You say yes, transport me in. And typically, we get sent. That was kind of strange. It was the first time I've ever had the 3. But we're going to run back and we're going to be tackling essentially what was a vanilla raid from a long time ago. You can see lots of relatively familiar talent. And typically we will be getting some kind of credit with the Jaxzyn Water Lords, but we'll just play it by ear for the moment. Looks like for some reason WoW is not going to grant that. Not a big deal. Obviously level 62, not super high-end content in terms of challenging. Looking at like 46,000 hit points, right, instead of 4.6 million. So these guys don't really pose much of a threat. The biggest thing, so I'm actually wearing my treads around Agrimar's Stride. That gives me a little bit of a speed bonus. And you can see I'm in the process of crafting another legendary belt, but that is solely for the selfish purposes of making money. I'm making about 80 to 90 grand on the auction house right now off them. Absolutely worth it. Still a valuable investment of time. First boss right here, Lucifron. We'll check out. I'm not super interested in any of the crafting material. They've got a formula though for enchanting, and I'm an enchanter. Teaches you how to permanently enchant a melee weapon with spell power of 29. How do you like that? Fellheart gloves, that's tiered up essentially for warlocks, and Earth Fury boots, and that's male for the shaman. I bet you I'm looking pretty full. Alright, how about that? We will quickly look to disenchant this gear. And more Nexus crystals. I'm going to try to put these on the auction house, but I bet you I'll get 2 copper for the 50 or so I end up with. There it is. Just having a hard time getting those reputation gains. Fist weapon. Not super useful when you're a paladin like me, but you can see it's Eshkadar's left claw. So when you combine the left claw and right claw, there's a 1% chance on melee critical. Really know what's going on with the whole ground shaking facing that way, but we won't spend a whole lot of time worrying about it. Additionally, picked up some Arcanist leggings. 2 more Nexus. And then the Cenarion. Alright. We're just going to start to toss a little bit of trash here that's not super helpful. But where to start? Not getting rid of my feast. Eshkadar's left claw. We'll disenchant that as well. You can see I'm trying to knock off several different components across several different realms, essentially. A little surprised haven't made the progress. Typically what we've seen here in the past, we'd be getting pretty significant reputation gains. Doesn't look like, or it looks like one of the recent hotfixes has cleaned that up a little bit, so we will quickly take a look. One of the big reasons I'm running the Molten Core right now is to get the other half of the Windseeker. The right and left halves drop from bosses found in the Molten Core. Obviously that's one of the legendaries. That's pretty high on everyone's list. And then additionally, our final boss, Ragnaros, has got some pretty epic potential for what they're able to drop. In addition to the judgment legs. That's also the only tier set from the whole judgment collection that didn't come from Blackrock Lair, or Blackwing Lair, excuse me. So we will just make our way down. They bit the bullet pretty easy. Earth Fury Gauntlets, that's tied to the class that can speak to the earth. Crimson Shocker, that is just a filthy reference. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. That's awesome. Here we go. Major Mana Potion. You can see almost 2,600 mana that potion gets you back. Not quite the same level. I'm actually kind of hopeful of what we see in the future. Will be Blizz starting to work their level scaling back into this content. They did such a good job in the initial development of everything you see here. Well, there goes Gar. Down pretty quick. Earth Fury Helmet, it's feeling like a shaman strong win so far. Brutality Blade, I've actually already picked that up. And the Gut Gore Ripper. Oh, I'll just clean these up as we go. Brutality Blade, or anyone who's interested, isn't a hideous weapon. So if you're looking to pick it up for TMOG purposes, well, check it out. It's got a nice little shimmer to it, a cool little design. It's pretty fun while cleaving, but not quite the Ashbringer, even in this less sexy form. Alright, and off we go. We'll try to pick it up a little bit here, use our speed bonuses a bit. I don't know if I'm eating a whole ton of lag right now or what is going down, but it's a slow grind. There it is. Baron Geddon. And you're seeing the Fell Heart shoulder pads. Again, lock gear. And then Shaman gear. So Earth Fury Epaulets, which is their shoulder. You got the Earth Fury bracers. So that's the wrist. That's just incredible. Shara. Hey, Shara. Arcanist gloves for mages. Night Slayer boots. That's looking pretty good from a leather standpoint. But that's it. Nothing. That is pretty tight. So not looking very favorable to pick up the additional set this week, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. At least to take the next step for Thunder Fury, but we'll just keep running with Windseeker components as it is. It's kind of unfortunate. It's one of the pieces you're not able to drop that off in your bank as it's unique. So that's just one of those that you carry on your person always. Essence of Fire, Essence of Earth, Lava Core, Scenario Investments, which is directly or obviously for Druids, Sulfuron, Ignat. Looks like it's relatively rare, but with a sell price of 10 silver, it's obviously not that rare, and Night Slayer chess piece. So we're going to clean these up. Grab this last Staff of Dominance. And we'll just keep pushing. Push, push, push. The two really old content raids that I try to be pretty aggressive with. One is Blackwing Lair. Just trying to get my Judgment set. Judgment no E set all straightened away. That's one, what I feel is a significant win or opportunity there. The other is actually, look at that, the old Dark Iron deposit. The other set is Molten Core itself, and one, it's for this component. Giant Stalker Epaulets, that's for your Hunter. Sorcerer's Dagger, and that's it. So Molten Core just has so many classic appearances. It's something I really want to push. Just from a T-Mog standpoint, it's as good as any such group, and the whole component and why it's so good, we're just going to go and speak right to it. The Eye of Sulfuros. You get the Sulfuron Hammer, and then the game starts to get pretty awesome. That's up there on the things that I desire to pick up. I've got that, and I've got the Hippogriff for a mount, and when I get those two, I'm going to have a nice celebratory glass of scotch. Or if it's both in the same week, it'll be a celebratory bottle of vodka. Keep it really classy. Alright, down to the second last boss in Molten Core. And we'll just start cleaning these out. Oh, there we go. Pretty quick, pretty straightforward. Roasted quail. If that's not legendary, I don't know what is. We'll crack this open. Fireguard shoulders, which are leather shoulders, 17 armor. Sash of Whispered Secrets. Restores 7 health per 5 seconds. Might need that in Legion. But not a whole lot here either. It's just a tease. So Major Dormo says, I now go to summon the Lord whose house this is. Should you seek an audience with him, your paltry lives will surely be forfeit. Nevertheless, seek out his lair if you dare. I was like, well, I'm not looking for any trouble. Also not looking for a twill cloak either. The server is just buckling right now. Well, we'll just see. Sounds like we've got an excited little baby. And we're just going to keep going here. Alright, good thing we caught up with Major Domo. The Fire Lord and his brethren once held sway over the entire world. As a servant of the old gods, he fought against the Titans for domination of this planet. The victorious Titans banished my master and his brethren to the elemental plane, there to remain imprisoned until the end of time. Tell me more. A mere 300 years ago, a reckless dwarf named Thurzian summoned the master from his fiery realm. His return to this paltry world devastated the surrounding lands and created this volcanic core. Mighty Ragnaros has slept under this mountain ever since. What else do you have to say? We, his sworn servants, do his bidding and enforce his iron rule. Cut off from the energies of his fiery realm, Ragnaros is but a shadow of his true self. However, he has more than enough strength to be your end. You challenged us, and we have come. Where is this master you speak of? Let's do it there, lizard lips. I'm here specifically for the Eye of Sulfuras. The Eye of Sulfuras can be combined with the Sulfuron Hammer to create Sulfuras, the legendary Hammer of Ragnaros. Ragnaros, too soon! You have awakened me too soon. Executus, what is the meaning of this intrusion? Executus, a toast just stands around. These mortal infidels, my lord, they have invaded your sanctum and seek to steal your secrets. Fool, you allowed these insects to run rampant through the hollowed core, and I lead them to my very lair. You have failed me, Executus. Justice shall be met indeed. It's not good news for you. You just got fire burned. Now, for you insects, boldly you sought the power of Ragnaros. Now you shall see it firsthand. Look at this big cat. So you just want to tag him. Ragnaros down, pick up that rep gain with the Hydraxian Water Lords, and we'll just see the Orb of Deception, that's a toy. Transform the caster to look like a member of the opposing faction for 5 minutes. Well, that'll be fun. The Essence of Fire. Alright. Cloak of Shredded Mist, just a back, open to anyone. Leg Plates of Wrath, that's the Warrior tier set. Leggings of Transcendence, that's the Priest. Perdition's Blade, and Spaldrons of the Unseen. All close, but that's who I wanted. I wanted that big gun. The Orb of Deception, we'll pick it up and we'll show it off here. Look at that! Just a big ugly orc, just like nothing. Well, I'm sure when I started, this isn't what I had in mind. Just incredible. Cool. Alright everyone. Thanks for watching. Now Jaxzyn is an old ass orc. That's pretty funny. Cool. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any feedback, things I can be doing better, please let me know. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.